watching ABC 36 on your side. Good morning, Kentucky.
Well, you know what that slapping bass line means? It's time for Talking Kids with Dr. Kaylin, with our Lexington pediatrician, Dr. Kaylin Iddings. Good to see you as always.
Good morning.
So today we're talking about social media, we're talking about teens, and the problems that can ensue.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. And some people may have watched the Senate Judiciary Committee yesterday kind of grilling these CEOs of all these major social media websites about, just them being culpable for all of the things that, the bad things that come from social media. Now, we do also recognize, and the AAP recognizes, that social media can be a good thing for kids in some ways, right? Just like anything, there's the good and the bad side. So, there was kind of this debate about, like, we should have, like, enforcement of age cutoffs and all of this other thing. But it's just like anything else, like most kids, when they turn 16, they're like, I'm going to go get my driver's license. And some kids are better drivers than others at 16. And so we have to be aware of our kids. We have to, as parents, also take responsibility for monitoring this. I was just telling Sherelle before the break, like, social media has been weaponized by evil people, right? So just like any weapon, it's all about the access that kids have to it. That is part of it. So maybe age cutoffs would help. It's about education on how to use it, right? And so if you are educating someone how to properly use a weapon, whether it's for protection or recreation or whatever, then they're gonna be better about not injuring themselves with it, right? And then it's also somewhat to do with just, monitoring after the fact, right?
That's
the kids, teenagers in particular, are very nearsighted individuals. The prefrontal cortex is not working appropriately yet. It's still growing, right? And so we can't just like say, here you go, and run free. We have to make sure that we are monitoring. And they've done a lot of good studies that show that we need to be the role models, right? So all these studies that show teen depression coming from social media and bad outcomes, the kids who have worse outcomes, it was like 35% of the parents were on social media for greater than 8 hours a day.
Interesting.
So there's that link before, like, what they're seeing you do, and are you having that conversation with them about, well, what are you seeing? What do you find concerning about that? And so if you're keeping that conversation open, kids are less likely to have, the depressive symptoms fall into disaccord with people.
We need to model better behavior, and we need to do our jobs and make sure that we're watching out for our kiddos there.
Absolutely.
Great advice as always. Dr. Kaylin, good to see you.
Yeah.
Back with more after this.